Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and this is Stargirl, Season 1, Episode 4, Wildcat. Welcome, everybody. As you notice, there is a new, kind of newish background. I'm still in the process of working stuff out as to how it should be, as you can see me moving around the camera and getting things situated. Um, And yes, it is a Doom Patrol poster in the background right there. That is what's going on there. So let me take care of some business and we'll get into things. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you're going to see at the very end of this video a video pop up here. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching, tries to match them as best as possible. One of the videos, my fast video library, just for you, and pops it up there. What's going to be up here is going to be Saturday Morning Blast Off, is what's going to be up on that side at the same time. If you want to know where I'm going on live again next, you can hit the bell down below, or you can go to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at my schedule. I put it up every week. This week, of course, I was a little bit light on things, and all I did was I put today's up because I still don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, which we'll find out. And hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Like I said, I moved everything around right now. It's kind of a little bit of a mess. I'm not liking where that bookshelf is at the moment. I'm going to move that bookshelf this way at some point in time, but we'll see what happens. Um, let's get to it. How about that? You know what? Also go to Suspended Animation for all my social media stuff. So Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. It's all on there. No tier set up as of yet on the Patreon. What else is there? I post everything on my Facebook page as well, and you can join the Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and talk amongst yourselves. There we go. All right. Have to remember where everything is now. I've got a little more room over here, a little more wiggle room. I can almost dance and stuff, and yeah, it's kind of a little bit. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Thank you, Viking Bitch, for the paddle. So we get introduced to Wildcat, which is excuse me, my voice just all of a sudden decided to drop out like that. Yolanda Montez. And so we get a little bit of a flashback to Yolanda and what happened to her 3 months ago, which is a good, it's basically a good lesson for everybody out there. If you're going to post nude pics to somebody, don't put your face in it unless you're trying to break into porn. Then that's a different thing altogether. And also trust the person that you're sending those nude pictures to, because yeah, they're going to spread. That's all I'm going to say. There's a joke in there too. I'm just not going to say anything because there's enough bad jokes around as it is. She of course is ostracized by the entire school, her family, and that's why Yolanda is the way Yolanda is right now. She used to be a lot more bubbly and everything. And of course, Courtney is trying to break through that shell, and she's also trying to recruit new members for the JSA, the new JSA. And she wants her to be the new Wildcat because she sees that she's been boxing. She's in the boxing, in the yearbook as doing boxing, and she's the only one, obviously, because she's standing by herself. So she's in a club of one, from what it looks like. And Courtney's, it's kind of funny when she's going through all the JSA's old artifacts and the pink pen where she clicks it and she's like, no, nothing's wrong with that. And she just kind of throws it in her pen holder while everything else she throws in the gym bag and hides away. And we keep hearing the pen laugh, doing this little maniacal kind of laugh, which we'll find out what the hell that pen does at some point in time. We don't know what yet. But we do also get to see some villains in this too. Uh, we've seen Shiv already. We saw Shiv in the first episode. She was actually taking out the JSA, the original JSA. And she is the daughter of the Dragon King. The Dragon King we get to meet as well. He pays a little visit to Icicle, saying that he is on board with everything that's going to happen. And Icicle tells him to move forward with whatever project he's got going on for Project New America, whatever he's building. And you can tell Dragon King is not human. He's got a hood over his head. He looks like he's got scales and all that kind of stuff. So he looks like there's a dragon underneath there, and he's wearing a smock that looks like it's got old blood splattered on it. And he on top of the smock, he's got a vest full of all kinds of what look like torture implements. And he said he's been working on his daughter. So obviously he's doing some kind of experimentation on his daughter and turning her into something we don't know. We also see the fiddler. We don't get a name off of her, of course, but we find out that she's the principal of the high school, and she's actually the fiddler. She comes into Brainwave's hospital room and plays the fiddle there a little bit, and then packs everything up and takes off. And of course, doesn't sign in. So this whole thing is we get to see the cowl of Wildcat when Yolanda puts it on. It actually makes the suit fit her and also imbues her with some powers. So she gets agility. She can always land on her feet. The uh, the suit also has some razor sharp claws, kind of like Wolverine in a way, and she can climb. Supposedly, she's able to jump off of buildings too and land without getting hurt. But she didn't want to try that out this episode. And also, they're seen when they're breaking into the hospital there by the girl with the glasses, who we know becomes Dr. Midnight. And she is, of course, visiting her parents. She seems like a very annoying girl, but probably is very smart at the same time. And so we're basically just getting all the pieces put into place here. And at the same time, Pat is trying to figure out what's going on with this town. And the wizard's wife, who is by herself now because both her husband and her son have been killed, she's leaving town, and she almost tells Pat what's wrong with the town, what's going on that's populated by supervillains and everything. But she doesn't, and she leaves. And Pat goes to the junkyard, to pick some parts, and he sees her destroyed Jeep in the junkyard. So obviously she didn't make it. Her cat did, though. Her cat survived. So things are kind of moving along here. It's building is what it has to do. It has to put things into place, and that's what a first season's about. It's not annoying. It's not CW annoying. Again, like I've said before, it really isn't. It's actually doing a good job of setting things up, of world building, and just being overall kind of a lighter show. We're not getting the arrow brooding kind of thing, which has also permeated the Flash. Um, we're not getting Supergirl's. I don't know. There's kind of a stodginess about Supergirl that's going on right now. Um, and also Black Lightning. Black Lightning's got its own darkness, if you will. Uh, just the brooding and stuff like that. That's always been a part of it, but that's there as well. This is more lighter fare. This is, if you will, 70s DC. This is what Jeff Johns had originally created this comic to be. Was kind of a throwback to the old comics where everything's kind of more lighthearted, even though there's actually a lot of stake involved too, because Icicle has already killed a shit ton of people just in the first three episodes. We get a lot of people that die, including children, and so it's not like really lighthearted, but at the same time, it's not as dark as Arrow or the Arrowverse, basically. And yeah, I didn't talk about Batwoman because no one really needs to. So, not a great episode, but not a bad episode either. Like I said, we got some world building, we got the story pushed along a little bit. We know that Project New America, whatever it's going to be, is going to kill a lot of people because, as Dragon King said, you got to sacrifice a generation in order to save the next generation, which you have to make sacrifices in a generation. So obviously, they're going to kill a shit ton of people before whatever Project New America does gets done. Yeah. So looking forward to seeing what that's all about. So what else do I have coming up this week? Tomorrow is going to be Is It Worth My Time? HBO Max is what's going on. I'm going to be talking about that and seeing if anyone's been looking at it at all, or I've looked at it and yeah, well, we'll dive into it together. How about that? Yes, I know, Joker. Thanks. Yeah, DC Rewards. I actually had emailed them and said, "What the fuck's going on? My rewards aren't there," and they kept going back and forth. Well, have you done this? Yeah, and I'm like, yes, I've done all of that. Give me my points. And so I just saw that I had about 300 some odd points just pop back into my rewards, which is good. That's what I wanted. Um, Wednesday is going to be another Is It Worth My Time? Like I said, I'm going to do Solar Opposites, is what I'm going to do. I think that's what it's going to be, is Solar Opposites. Thursday, I'm off. Friday is going to be Harley Quinn. Saturday is Saturday Morning Blast Off, or take the genre news of the week and any of the genre stuff you guys want to talk about and talk about it. Sunday, I'm going to be off. And then Monday, we wrap back around again to Stargirl. So there we go. Everyone who's watching this, you guys enjoying it so far? Are you not enjoying it? Are you just kind of in the middle of the road? What's going on here? Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below how you guys are. You're enjoying it. Good. All right. Well, we got one vote for yes. I know I'm enjoying it too. I mean, it's actually, there's cheesy moments, but I like I said, I grew up on the 70s DC comics, which were cheesy as hell, and I kind of like that cheese, and that's what that was all about. Those comics right there, and also they had some good storylines too. But you know, that's what it's all about. So Omar Hudson says it's okay, undecided. Yeah, again, it's the first season, it's the first 4 episodes. It's hard to tell. This is really a blend of CW and DC Universe. It's not, of course, it's not going over to HBO Max territory, which I believe this is actually more HBO Max territory. Doom Patrol behind me there. It's been available right at midnight. Yeah, yeah. No, I know. I get it on DC Universe, which is good. I know some people are waiting till it comes on the CW. I haven't watched it over on the CW, and I can't remember if there's any swearing in this or not. I don't think there is. I haven't. Well, I think someone did say shit at one point, but I think in one episode, but I can't remember offhand. I'd have to go back and watch. Um, but yeah, that's what's going on there. And I haven't seen, I haven't gone to look on the CW see if they've cut anything out. I mainly just don't want to watch the commercials. I really don't like the CW for the commercials. Yeah. Her blouse. What about her blouse? Omar Hudson says it has a lot of heart and wholesomeness I kind of miss. Yeah. And that's what Jeff Johns was saying he was trying to create with this whole series. He was trying to do a little throwback to the yesteryear when those comics were kind of a little more uh innocent, if you will. Yeah. When she was taking the selfie. Oh yeah. Yeah, so the whole again, like I said, if you're going to take nude pictures, don't include a face unless you're trying to break into porn, and then have at it. That's a whole other thing altogether. And also just be careful of who you send those things to. And I'm not saying this from personal experience or anything like that. I'm just saying it's lessons learned that people have learned on the internet. That's all I can say. Yeah. Uh, so, with that said, remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video at the very end here. If you like what you see there, hit the subscribe button. If you want to know when I'm be on live again next, hit the bell down below. Otherwise, go to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule there, and also take a look at the social media links that are there. Omar Hudson says, even though Wildcat seems like she was going to kill Brainwave Jr. with her newfound. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you like the lighting, joke here? So yeah, I'm in a different room now. Uh, as you can tell, the bookshelves are a little further spaced apart than I want, so I need to tighten that in a little bit. That means I need to remove all the books, move the bookshelf, then put all the books back on again. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but I'll do it. And then I can actually start putting stuff. Uh, yeah. Yes, I do. Mufinobi. So that little guy there. So that's from season one, is what that is. I was toying with the idea of giving that away, but I kind of like it. I you know, I like it. So Mufinobi, I got that at Comic Con. This was the print that they were giving away. You probably remember when I was doing Comic Con last year. For 4 days they were giving away different posters of this size. So I gave away the Swamp Thing one. That was during the Swamp Thing contest. I gave away the Titans one. Morks was the one that was the lucky winner of the Titans poster. I still have the Young Justice poster in my closet over here. And then, of course, I had Doom Patrol here as well. And so essentially, all you had to do was if you had DC Universe on your phone, you would each day you'd go in, you'd show them your code or your, they had a little QR code that was on your phone. It scanned it. They saw that you were, registered with DC Universe, and you got your poster for the day. And this one I had actually missed. It was kind of a cool story. So this one I missed. I got the other three, and the guy at the booth, it was a slow day. It was Sunday, and he's like, "Huh." He goes, "It shows you didn't get the Doom Patrol one." He goes, "Did you not want it?" And I'm like, "No, I wanted it, but I didn't know this was happening until the day after." And he goes, "Hold on a minute." And he goes in the back into the booth there and comes back out with the poster. He goes, "Here you go." And I was like, "Cool, thanks, man." So that was actually kind of cool that he went back there and actually got that for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had it. So that's the reason why, I'm thinking of keeping it because it was one of those lucky occurrences, but it's also just a really cool poster. I mean, you got the donkey burping there, and you got all the characters, and it's done up like Mike Allred's artwork. Um, there's some really cool stuff up here too, and all that. So, why did I decide to move Movie Finobi into this room? It's quieter. One, I don't have the sliding glass doors in front of me anymore. So you don't hear the kids screaming like fucking banshees and doing whatever else they're doing. Because honestly, the last 2 days, I have been wanting to pour burning oil off the roof uh, down upon them. I know that sounds horribly bad, but I've been watching, Nightfall as well. And I was thinking about that, castle sieges and all that. And that was the first thing that came to mind. Um, as bad as that may sound. But yeah. Um, so yeah, I moved into this room, my bedroom, which actually has double paned windows, has a door that I can block off. You might hear a fan that's running right now too, because it's a little bit on the warm side, warmer, I should say. So that's why I've got a fan running. Hopefully you don't hear it. I tried to block it out as much as possible, but you might. If I turn up the microphone a little bit more, you'd definitely hear it because I would hear it in my headphones. I don't hear it right now, so you guys shouldn't be hearing it either. Hopefully. And hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. I did turn down my mic just a tad, but you know, I didn't want to turn it down too much. Yeah, because I got a nice breeze coming through the crotch area right now, which is I recommend it if you haven't done it yet. Especially if you're not wearing pants like me. Um, so where was I? Yeah, Stargirl, good stuff. And definitely come back again for the rest of the stuff that's going on this week. Just take a look at the schedule. I'm gonna be updating the schedule when I'm done here, and so that should be updated by tonight. TMI. Uh huh. Seriously, I'm not wearing pants. It's shorts that I'm wearing. See what I did there? That's right. Pants are optional. No, I've been running around all day today. It's just been work and more work and more work. Yeah. And also trying to make sure this thing got set up back here so it actually looked right and looked correct. And yeah. You don't see the other stuff around me. It looks all nice and neat if you're looking at it this way. If I turn it around the other direction, you just see boxes because I, had to move some shit out of the closet. And yeah. Anyway, you don't want to hear anything about that. So I should probably let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody who joined me tonight in the chat. Thank you if you made it this far in the video. And I'll see you again tomorrow for Is It Worth My Time HBO Max. So until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may find out that those nudies that you sent somebody got passed around big time to everybody all over the world. And you really don't want that. Thanks, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good one and stay safe out there.